We started last July 17th of 2011, so just a little under a year, and the adjustments went really well. We've had very few issues, and the cows just adapted very quickly. I believe we're around the 110 or 12 cows. I think that's about where we started at, and we've been up at the 120, and now our production has risen to the point where we should actually try to get down to about 100 cows. We're currently about 38 liters, and in our previous barn we were around that 32, 33, so we've seen a very good response coming into this barn. So we were 2 times a day in our other barn. Now we average 2.8, so I think that helps a great deal. Some of our highest producers, they can go through every 4 and 5 hours, and they do, and it just keeps them empty, and I think it's really helped them really hit the expectations we have for them. We chose DeLaval more for the dealer. We weren't a Norwell customer before, but just in our travels and visiting with other VMS farmers, they had an excellent reputation, and they really haven't let us down. Their technicians have been great. The return phone calls, if you do need to use the hotline, are very prompt. They can easily log in, check things out, and give me some advice and see what direction to take. The other area it helps me in is if I'm away and I'm leaving somebody else to run the barn, I can easily check something for them, or if they're having difficulty entering a fresh cow or something like that, I can do it from wherever I might be. I think the biggest thing for everybody is the lifestyle and flexibility. That early morning hours and finishing late at night just isn't going to happen in the future. It's difficult to find labor to help you on those hours and stuff. You can do chores when you come back, or if you're out at night, you can always sleep in a little bit in the morning. For us, the biggest thing is my wife and I, we haven't, I think the last time we were away was really our honeymoon. So this year especially, we went with 10 other friends to Dominican for a week. Everything ran fine while we were away. Again, I was able to remote connect from where I was and could check things out and help out when I needed. I also went to Edmonton for one of the VMS Pro meetings, and I believe I was in Wisconsin in January for a VMS Pro meeting as well. So I've definitely traveled more this winter than I ever have, and yeah, it's a lot easier to find people to help out in this system than it was in the other system. People don't want to milk cows for a few hours straight anymore. So we can go out for dinner at 5 or 6 o'clock and then come home and do chores, or we could do them early and go out a little bit later. So yeah, it definitely affords us the time to change our schedule around and do what we please.
Nice balance.
Yeah, I think DeLaval is staying ahead of the curve. I'm very excited to see what Herd Navigator has to offer us. If I can do it, I very much would like to install one here, whether it be this year or the start of next year. I think that's just going to be a phenomenal tool and helping us, lower other costs even more. Putting semen into cows that are, really in heat as opposed to so many false ones. It cuts down costs everywhere.